Hello everybody, welcome back to the FM24 Youth Academy Challenge with Folkestone Invicta, and it's Youth Intake Day. But before we get into the video, go and check out the new series that's on the channel, Draft to Glory with Austin FC in the MLS. It's a Youth Academy Challenge with a twist, which I think is going to be very good fun. Go and check it out, but let's get into the save and check out our new youth players. Yes, hello everybody, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the save, and fellow managers, it is Youth Intake Day and we find ourselves top of the table by 2 points, 43 games played, 23 wins, 11 draws, 9 losses, a goal difference of plus 23 and 80 points. So we are doing very, very well this year. Bolton in second place, 2 points behind us, and Crawley have climbed up. They've crawled their way up, you could say, to 4 points off us in third place, doing very well there indeed. Not many games to go, only 3 games to go to see if we can wrap up the league title in League One, but that does go to show how close this table is, because we are the only team that have secured a playoff spot. So 80 points seems to be the necessary points needed to get a guaranteed playoff spot. But yeah, there's 12 points that separates Millwall in 7th to us in 1st. Again, even Charlton are only 8 points behind us in the league. So yeah, all to play for in the final 3 games of the season. If Crawley win their game in hand, they actually go a point behind us. So that could be very interesting to keep an eye on as well. But that's not what we're here for today, is it? Oh no, we have one piece of news in the top left corner, and that is what we're going to be looking at today. It is our new intake, and I don't know how to feel. The prediction we had was pretty rubbish, but it still said a golden generation. It was C's and D's and E's and no strikers or something like that, and it still said a golden generation. So we're going to see how it goes. It's Liam DELAP's first intake as our new head of youth development. So without further ado, here we go, clicking the button, and we get into our intake of players, and there you go. So 3 elite talents, as Liam DELAP's face is there bringing it through. We've got 3 elite talents, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 top talents, 5 good talents, and 3 decent talents in there as well. No real strange nationalities. We've got a Frenchman, we've got a Welshman, another Welshman, and we've got a Polish holding midfielder who is potentially our best, although it says Sam Lillis is our talent, is the best. He's leading the wonderfully talented group of players. So it is pretty good. I mean, it didn't lie when it said we didn't get any strikers. We have no strikers coming through, which I guess isn't too much of an issue, because we do have quite good strikers to choose from at the moment. Having 2 elite holding midfielders is a little bit of an issue, because we have good holding midfielders, but then I don't mind that, because it means we could push Adam Cross into centre-back if one of these is good enough to start next season. But obviously, we'll go and look at that. Let's dive in to our view then in the under-18s. We'll get the youth candidates in there, and we'll look through in our specified or specialised view for our youth intakes day, won't we? So looking at positions then, we have a goalkeeper, which is great. KD Beanie is going to be the goalkeeper in the youth team for the whole of next season, and probably up until the point they turn 18, because we don't have a youth goalkeeper at the moment, so they're going to be getting plenty of youth football. We have a right and left back in Alex Hessen-Tyler. We have 2 players that can play centre mid, central holding midfield, and centre back. Dominic Neal can play left centre back, but then also all through the middle as well. Jason Faber is a right back that can also play in central midfield. Ellis Johnson is a player that plays anywhere down the middle except for the extremities of up front and defence. Sam Lillis is a holding midfielder or central midfielder. Devon Hall is a right winger. Chris Chapman is a right central midfielder or attacking central midfielder. Nick Clark is a central midfielder or a right attacking central midfielder. Craig White is a left winger. Jordan Fulks is a left winger. Zach Page is a right winger. Kader Kouaidou, the Frenchman, is a left winger or attacking midfielder, and Corey Vokes is a left winger as well. So there's a quick summary of the positions we've got. In terms of personalities then, we have 1 fickle, 2 unambitious, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 balanced, 3 fairly professionals, 1 fairly sporting, 1 fairly ambitious, and 1 realist in there as well. Judging by ability, Kerry Vokes, Sam Lillis, and Kamil Walski are the 3 top players at 1.5 star at the moment. We've got 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people at 1 star's at current ability and the rest at half a star. And then in potential, we have 2 5-star potentials, which is Raphael Gardner and Kamil Wolski, and then 2 4.5 stars, which is Sam Lillis and Chris Chapman, and then 2 4 stars in the goalkeeper Katie Beanie and Alex Hessenthaler, and then 2 3.5 stars, 1 3-star, 1, 2, 3, 4 2.5 stars, and 3 2-star potential players in there. Now, looking at attributes that we know and like to think influence how players can play, jumping reach, 3 players on 13, that's not too bad to start as well. Determination, we have 3 players on 14, which is quite good. One of them's Fickle. Balanced personality but quite high determination is quite good to see. Alex Hessenthaler up there, and 14 as well for Ellis Johnson, who's a fairly professional player. Work rate rise, we got lots for 16, and teamwork as well while we're there for Kamil Wolski, which is good. 15 for Kerry Vokes, 15 for Sam Lillis as well, who also matches that with some good teamwork, and 14 for Ellis Johnson. In terms of concentration, which is quite a hard stat to grow, 8 for Sam Lillis. Decision making, we have 13 for Jason Faber, 11 for Hessenthaler, Kuedu and Beanie in goal, and then composure, it's Chris Chapman leading the way with 12, which is interesting. Pace wise, 11 for Zach Page, Folks and White, 3 of our wingers, all with the best pace as you would imagine. And acceleration, we have 12, 12 and 11 for Vokes. Wolski has very good acceleration, which is quite interesting, and jumping reach. I'm looking forward to seeing him. He looks like he could be very good. And then Devon Hall at right wing has good acceleration as well. But as ever, we'll go through in potential order, starting with the weakest, going to the strongest. So let's jump into Dominic Neal, a 16-year-old Englishman, fairly sporting, young centre-back. Comes through, can play left back, centre back, holding midfield or central midfield. Heading is pretty decent at 8, tackling 6, marking needs to improve. Teamwork 14. Mentals actually aren't too bad. There's only 3 in there that are red, which is vision, leadership and flair. Would like leadership to be a little bit better because it helps. Leadership in a central defender is good. Even the game says it's good in the fact that it helps control the back line. So yeah, that's quite interesting. Jumping reach of 13, and he's 6'5", so that's quite handy. Strength needs to get better at 5. Stamina's good, fitness is good. Pace 6, agility 6, balance 10, acceleration 10. It's a shame he's only got 2-star potential. We're going to see how that jumping reach helps him out at centre back, because obviously that could be pretty crucial. It could be pretty crucial in the match engine from corners and defending corners and things like that. So we'll see. I would say at 2 stars, probably going to struggle. But I do like a big, tall person that can jump. So yeah, that does help him a little bit in that regard. Jordan Fulks, 2-star potential ability, left midfield and left winger. Strength 1, not great. Is left-footed, which is good for how we play. Acceleration 10, agility 11, pace 11, so a little bit of pace around him as well. Leadership 14, teamwork 15, work rate 12, crossing 11, that's very handy. Free kick taking 10, passing 6, technique 8. So okay, he can cross very well, can't see what's going on around him very well with vision 5. Can't jump, but then he is a winger, so that's not a problem. Knocks ball past opponent, which isn't too bad with his acceleration and his pace. Strength is very poor. Again, 2-star potential probably is going to let him down, but a bit of pace, a bit of acceleration, the ability to cross reasonably well could get him out of trouble. Not sure. We need to... The numbers have got a bit thin in the whole squad, in the whole system of Folkestone football. So we do need to potentially get more youth contracts offered out this year, just to make sure the numbers are okay, because I've been heavily culling quite a lot recently. Devon Hall, a right midfielder, 2-star potential as well. Knocks ball past opponent. Acceleration of 11 is very good, to be honest. Fairly professional as well, which is going to work in his favour. Agility 10, pace 9, determination 11, aggression 13, work rate 10, off the ball 7, passing 6, penalty taking 11, technique 13, first touch 9, crossing 7, dribbling 7. So again, there's some good basis there. It's not bad. The pace, the acceleration, crossing and dribbling being 7 as a start isn't that bad at all. Determination 11 I quite like, and he's fairly professional, and he's right-footed for the right-hand side, which does help with how we play. It's just that 2-star potential ability might not be worth keeping him around, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see what sort of review we get to at the end. Ellis Johnson, 15 years old, fairly professional, a ball-winning midfielder who's also a leader, apparently. Leadership 14, determination 14, flair 13, leadership 14, teamwork 12, work rate 14, bravery 17, aggression 12. To be honest, his mentals are very good, other than the fact he has decisions 5 and composure 5, so he's going to get flustered a little bit and then potentially make the wrong decision. Not too bad. 5'9", jumping reach of 6, 2-footed is pretty good. Can't really run at any sort of pace, which is a shame. Let's knock him down to holding midfield. You still do need pace and agility in there as the ball winner, which we do play sometimes, and he's not got good enough passing to be a playmaker. Yeah, he's sort of a halfway house. Again, his fairly professional personality might get him out of trouble in terms of seeing how he develops. We'll give him a contract and see how that goes. He works hard for the team. He's got good determination. He's got a lot of good positive outlooks and stats and things. I did change this, didn't I? Let's change play contribution for now to report and pros and cons icons. There we go. So you can see lacks a bit of consistency, needs to improve in front of goal, but does have a lot of bravery, lots of room to improve, a good personality, and a committed player as well. So yeah, it's a shame they haven't got that. If I think if those 3 people had good potential, it would be a no-brainer to give them a contract. But yeah, it unfortunately isn't quite like that. Ellis Johnson, who we just looked at, so those 4, I should say. Jason Faber, 16-year-old, level-headed and unambitious sort of right back / right midfielder, all right-footed, which again I quite like for how we play with out-and-out wingers and fullbacks that we like to cross the ball on the right. Physically, not the best. Natural fitness 13, jumping reach 10, agility 10, pace 8, stamina 7, strength 3, balance 4, and acceleration 5. So certainly lacking in the pace department. Aggression 15, composure 11, decisions 13, flair 11, teamwork 18, work rate 12, positioning 6, off the ball 7. Isn't the best. I mean, we don't play with a wide midfielder there though, so we're probably looking at him to be a right back, and then he falls down in the acceleration and the tackling and the marking and things like that. He's nowhere near going to be good enough to get into our place at sort of holding midfield or anything. It's a bit poor. 2.5 star potential, unambitious, probably won't get a contract because of that, although it's a shame because I love his teamwork. So yeah, we'll see. Craig White, left attacking midfielder, fits our system. This would fit our system wonderfully. Left-footed on the wing in an attacking midfield left position. He's a realist, but is volatile, media-friendly and confrontational. But he has acceleration 10, pace 11, stamina 11, balance 12, agility 11. Good physicals, to be honest. Aggression 12, determination 12, flair 15, off the ball 8, work rate 13. Not too bad there either. Technique 6, passing 6, first touch 8, dribbling 8, crossing 7. So again, it's a good base. 2.5 star potential, 15 years old. Not sure. Probably will get a youth contract because I think there's some development that can be done to at least see how he develops until he hits like 17. But yeah, it's not dreadful at the moment, especially because these guys don't have the potential. So I'm hoping that as we get to the bottom half of this list, there'll be a bit of a boost in terms of what we're seeing in the players. Nick Clark, 15 years old, balanced personality, level-headed. Again, mentals just at a glance look pretty good, but we'll start with the physicals. Acceleration 10, agility 6, balance 6, jumping reach 6, natural fitness 15, pace 8, stamina 7, strength 3. Oh, he's a attacking midfielder, ball-winning midfielder or right winger. I forgot to mention that. But is right-footed, aggression 18, anticipation 5, bravery 6. So he wants to be very aggressive, but he's not brave about it. Concentration 4. Flair 16, teamwork 16, work rate 12. It's just a mix of stuff in the wrong positions, isn't it? Crossing 6, dribbling 6, free kick taking 7, passing 9, technique 10. I mean, crossing 6 isn't dreadful. Technique 10 is very good. Passing 9 is pretty good, but it's just a bit flat. He's probably the one I'm most disappointed with at the moment, Nick Clark. Kader Cuedo, the Frenchman, attacking midfield left or centre. Again, lots of yellow across the board, but a fickle personality, which I don't think is dreadful. And then inconsistent, doesn't like to head the ball, but he's got a lot of... the strongest attribute is the ability to do the unexpected. Yes, he has flair 17. Natural fitness 14, jumping reach 11, so pretty good for a winger, to be honest, or someone that will probably look to play over on the wing as a winger on attack. Acceleration 7, agility 9, balance 6, pace 9, stamina 7. He's a bit slow for a winger. But flair 17, determination 14, which is good. Decisions 11, teamwork 14, work rate 12, passing 8, technique 10, free kick taking 10, first touch 8, finishing 10, dribbling 8, crossing 6, corners 7. We haven't actually got a good corner taker, so we do need to keep an eye out for someone that can take a corner. But yeah, again, it's like 3-star potential. But his determination at 14 is reasonably good, and he could develop into something. So we'll keep an eye on him. Again, might get a contract on a sort of youth deal just to see if he can develop into anything. Right, on to our first person that's over 3-star potential, and is one of the 1.5 player with current ability as well. Corey Vokes at left wing. Ooh, mama, those physicals look good. Acceleration 12, agility 11, balance 13, jumping reach 11, fitness 15, pace 10, stamina 12. I do like the look of that. Left foot is very strong as well on the left-hand side, which is good, although he can't cross brilliantly. Crossing 7, dribbling 9, passing 8, technique 10. It's not dreadful. Off the ball 6 needs to be a bit better. Work rate 15, teamwork 10, determination 10, flair 10, aggression 8, composure 6. It's okay, isn't it? I mean, he's got more greens than reds, which is always good to see on the little pros and cons chart. I'm excited in the sense that his PA doesn't need to go anywhere in his physicals. If we can focus that all on like technicals and the mentals grow naturally, and he fills out that PA, he could be quite useful. Corey Vokes, probably the best so far, which makes sense because he is the one with the best current ability and potential ability. Zach Page, attacking midfield right, so lots of wingers coming through in this intake, but Zach is a young winger, balanced and level-headed. Right foot is very strong, which is good. Acceleration is lacking a little bit with 7, agility 10, balance 10, natural fitness 15, pace 11, stamina 11, so not too bad. Aggression 15, off the ball 10, work rate 12, first touch 12, crossing 8, dribbling 9, passing 6, and technique 9 as well. So yeah, not a dreadful player. Again, if he can get that PA into just focusing on the attributes he needs. Like, I mean, let's be honest, we don't really need our wingers to have good heading or good tackling, or all those things are a bonus, right? But if we can just focus the attributes on what we need to, he could be half decent, Zach Page. He could be half decent. Goalkeeper, KD Beanie. KD Beanie, an assertive goalkeeper, apparently balanced mentality or personality. Media handling style is volatile, media friendly and confrontational, which we seem to be getting through quite a lot. 2-footed, which is quite useful. But handling 15, agility 7. Agility 7 isn't the best. Reflexes 10. Can't throw, throwing 5. Can't kick, kicking 5. One-on-ones 8. It's a goal. We need a goal. They're getting a youth contract, so we need a goalkeeper. Let's move on to the next player. Alex Hessenthaler, 4-star potential, full-back on either side. Again, it's a spread of attributes which isn't dreadful, but I'd like to see more physicals from the off. We've only got 1 red, which is strength 4, but then you've also only got 1 which is in double figures, which is pace 10, and then you've got 3 7s, an 8 and 2 9s. So it's not dreadful, but definitely could be better. But crossing 11 is good. He's left-footed, so we'll probably look to play him on the left, to be honest. Left-footed, crossing 11, anticipation 9, decisions 11, concentration 6, bravery 17, positioning 9, teamwork 8, work rate 7, tackling 10, marking 7, passing 5. Again, more greens than reds in the pros and cons. Not dreadful, is it? It's not dreadful. It's a sort of, at the moment, it's been quite like an average intake. There's a few things you can get excited about, but you can't get too excited about anyone in that much detail. And maybe we are due an intake like this, and we need an intake like this to sort of fill out the numbers. It will allow us to have a little bit more filler in the squad. Player fitness this season has been absolutely woeful. Like, we've had players getting injured, needing rests so often. So I do think having a few more options could be beneficial. Chris Chapman is up next, midfield centre, but can play midfield right, attacking midfield right, and attacking midfield centre as well. 5'11", right-footed, jumping reach 11, natural fitness 12, pace 10, agility 10, acceleration 9. It's pretty good. Stamina 5, strength 4, so he'll probably get injured quite a lot. Although natural fitness 12 means he shouldn't get injured that much. Anticipation 8, composure 12, decision 6, flair 13, off the ball 9, teamwork 7, vision 8, first touch 13, dribbling 7, crossing 8. Yeah, we'll probably utilise him out on the wing. Excuse me, I've got the hiccups. First touch 13, free kick taking 12. That's always useful. He can take a penalty at 8, passing 9, technique 10. Again, it's a decent base, lots of potential. If we fill it out in the right space, it could be pretty useful. Right, next up is Sam Lillis, who Rory DELAP, Liam DELAP said was the best of the bunch. So Sam Lillis is here. 1.5 star current ability, 4.5 star potential, fairly ambitious, hard-working midfielder, and is media friendly. Right-footed, likes to play at holding midfield, and he does look pretty good off the bat, to be honest. There's only 3 red attributes, which is flair 2, long throws 5, and penalty taking 5. But yeah, overall pretty good. Stamina 15, pace 10, jumping reach 10, balance 11, agility 10, acceleration 7, aggression 14, anticipation 11, bravery 10, determination 11, concentration 8, positioning 7, teamwork 15, work rate 15, technique 11, tackling 7, marking 7, and then a whole host of 6, 7, 8s and 9s in there as well for the other attributes. Lots more green than red, which is pretty good, and yeah, works well within a team. Lots of room to grow, good personality. So yeah, okay, Sam Lillis does look pretty good, to be honest. All right, next up, Kamil Wolski, who, what we can see from here, I'm quite excited about. He's got the DNA stats, as we call them, or attributes, look pretty good. So Kamil is an enthusiastic centre-back, apparently, balanced and level-headed. Let's have a look. He's right-footed. It says centre-back, so let's see what he's got as a centre-back, although that teamwork and work rate is so good for a holding midfield position, so we'll look at it there. Acceleration 12, agility 10, balance 12, jumping reach 13, pace 7, stamina 11, strength 8. Great physicals for his age, really good for a 15-year-old. Aggression 10, anticipation 6, bravery 9, concentration 6, decisions 10, leadership 8, positioning 7, teamwork 18, work rate 16, tackling 12, marking 7, free kick taking 9 as well, passing 8, technique 7. I mean, yeah, physicals don't need to change that much, maybe a little bit more pace if we can, a bit more strength will come naturally, the mentals will come relatively naturally, I think, and then technicals just need to improve, and I think he's going to be quite a player. He looks like he's going to be pretty useful. He's going to work hard. He's going to try hard. His determination's a little bit low, so we'll get him in a mentoring group to try and help that out. But yeah, overall, I think he looks like he's going to be pretty damn good. And then finally, last but not least, is the reserved, fairly professional Raphael Gardner, who also plays all the way through the middle. 6'5", 2-footed. Fairly professional. What a great start. Acceleration 8, agility 7, jumping reach 13, natural fitness 7, pace 7, stamina 7, strength 4, aggression 13, bravery 18, composure 11, concentration 6, decision 7, positioning 8, tackling 11, technique 13, marking 9, heading 5 is a bit low. He looks good. He looks like he's going to just grow as a centre-back and be a very good option, to be honest, right? Tackling 11 and good technique as well is always helpful with tackling, but he can pass out from the back with passing 10. Marking 9 is really good. He's brave. He's got a little bit of aggression. His composure is good. Concentration needs to come up a little bit, but he can jump as well. So yeah, I think he's going to be okay. Probably is my favourite one of the lot is Raphael Gardner. I did like the look of Sam Lillis as well, just because there's so much yellow and green on there and such minimal red on his attribute page as well. But a decent little intake. I do think that isn't too bad. It's not one that we can be like, woo, we're gonna conquer the world, but there are certainly players in there that could potentially develop into something, and I would say that's probably more decent to good personalities than we've ever had. So maybe Liam DELAP has had an influence on that, but I think next season will be Liam DELAP's full influence in terms of the intake, as well as the recent upgrades from all the club as well, because we got all that money from playing Tottenham Hotspur away from home. Spoilers if you didn't see that in the last episode in the FA Cup, which got us a lovely over £1 million payout, which was unbelievable for losing a game quite heavily. It was lovely. But yeah, so not too bad. We'll be back at the end of the season for the end of season review. 3 games to go, and then we're back. If we win all 3 games, we are going up to the championship as champions, which is absolutely bonkers given the team that we've got in this division. But yeah, that's all we've got to do. Just stay 1 point ahead of Bolton, because their goal difference is better than us. We actually played them very recently and got a 3-1 win, which has done us a world of good recently as well, especially coming off the back of 4 games without a win. We went to Bolton. We invited Bolton to Folkestone and beat them 3-1, which was lovely. Just beaten Blackpool as well, so we're keeping up a good run of form. And yeah, not too bad. Who would have thought getting a 6-0 loss against Tottenham could affect morale so much? 3-3 draw, 4-2 loss, 3-3 draw, 4-3 loss after that Tottenham game. But yeah, we've had a great run. It's been a superb season. 3 games to go, one last one at home against Crawley, actually, which is a big game. But we'll be back to go through the end of season review, where you can see if we've got to the playoffs, if we've got promoted as champions, or if we've got promoted in second place. Who knows? We'll be back for that episode then. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.